Hello everybody and welcome back to ARMA Team League Season 5 for our second set of games this week. With you tonight is once again Veggie and Juice. We'll be getting the games underway within the next minute here. We do have the games that we're watching tonight. We'll be starting with Table 2. Yes, Table 2 and then Table 2. And unfortunately, the Tanya Sensation player for Table 2 is not ready in time. So we're trying to get a hold of another Tanya Sensation player. So bear with us while we organize that. In the meantime, the other games will have started, so good luck to those players. But our table will be consisting of, if I bring it up on here, Pinfu Pals, Jankenpom, Kahaku Rangers, and Tanya Sensation. So Tetsili Korda, the Kahaku Rangers player is Calvin. The Tanya Sensation player would be Watari, but we might be getting someone else. So bear with us. Yeah, I guess we have a little bit of time to fill while we see what happens with these games, or with our game. I'll quickly go through the standings, I suppose. We did touch on that briefly at the end of last night's stream, but we've got some time to fill, so we'll attempt to fill it. So Kahaku Rangers taking top, brand new team this season for us, so that's really cool to see. As well as Dong Hong Kong, the team in second, is also made up of new players. So we've got new guys showing up, all the Aussie teams here. So we need to we need to see some fight from our local teams. I mean, even Tanya Sensation, who is a frequent player in our team leagues, is from New Zealand. So yeah, come on guys, bring it back for the Aussies. Yeah, it's all early games. I mean, the scores don't mean much right now. But getting off to a nice start means that going into the back half of the season, it's a lot more relaxed. You don't have to worry about what the other teams are doing in positional play and etc. 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 So it's nice. It does look like we do have a Tanya Sensation fill. And this
Yep, the player did manage to show up.
Oh, that is the person. Sorry, different. Oh, I've got the truncated names. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. I'd love to see it. So we will be getting that game underway within the next 5 minutes. Uh, 3 minutes past the hour, so I think they're fine, right? They managed to avoid any penalty.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty, so here we are. Looking at the players again real quick. Are they
Yeah, this is quite the international table.
Yeah, very international table. Just checking.
So yeah, Quarter from Junken Pom would be from the UK, Calvin from Kahaku Rangers from Indonesia, and then yeah, Watari from Tanya Sensation from New Zealand.
That's very, very international representations tonight. Always cool to see the different players coming around and playing games for us. Considering it's in the Australian League, I think it's very cool. Just updating the overlay. computer will cooperate. There we go. Perfect. Right.
Yeah, I don't remember if Toad played in the previous season.
Yeah, I think Toad's been busy with real life work, and I think they've just come back to taking part in more online stuff this year.
Yeah, so I think you mentioned it before that, like all these players are new.
Yeah, all new in terms of the team league, at least. Yeah, Toad used to come to the meetups. I don't know, because I got here during COVID, so I'm not sure what it was like before that. But I remember first meeting Toad in a couple of our park meetups that Lau was holding.
Yes.
And then obviously the rest are overseas, so I've never managed to play with them in person. Yeah, so we've got 2 teams in the top 4 here. So Kahaku Rangers will be looking to extend their first place out if they can do that. Tanya Sensation will be looking to regain it, having lost it last night. A couple unfortunate results. Junk and Palm, middle table, 10th right now. The ±0 will be looking to move up the tables, and then the last team, which I've somehow managed to forget the name of. Pinfree House, yes. Where are they? They're just below Junk and Palm. So, a couple positional plays, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Desperately looking for any angle.
We should do like some special. We should do like some special prize if a team manages to end on ±0 at the end of the qualifying stage.
That'd be interesting. We're just still in top 8, right? Going through.
That is correct. Yeah.
Oh, big culling! Wow. Yeah. It'll give something to if the scores end up being skewed higher, it'll give something for the lower place teams to play for. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rightio, here we go.
Right.
So Ted Silly starting in the first dealership. This is a very nice hand already. Once you dump these couple loose Yakuhai tiles, we've got Door Acceptance, we've got Ramen shapes everywhere. Just looking for a pair, really. And Watari here managing to open with a quick east and south call. Both of those being worth 1 hand each, obviously, so we'll have to see how they wish to go with the hand. They're just going full speed ahead to Tenpai. So this is the potential to be 3 hand. East, south, door 1, if you get the Takame. Didn't even get a chance to look at the other 2 hands yet.
Yeah, it is. Calvin does have a nice hand. Oh, I was gonna say if the hand developed, the 9-pin may come out, but with that 8-pin drop, it actually might save them for a while.
I think it'd be a bit
Quarter
harder.
did manage. Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Quarter did manage to get into Ishan 10.
Yeah, choosing to keep the Haku as a pair, and Aldava is throwing it entirely.
Oh.
I mean, obviously they've got other places for pairs, like just matching up the 2 pins, but okay. That's Tenpai for. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's still no pair.
Ishan 10.
Yeah.
No head. Double roundman. Oh.
8-pin? Yeah. Or 5-pin first.
5-pin. Yeah, just 5 block full efficiency. Obviously 7-pin would be the worst draw in this situation.
This is
that's Tenpai for Toad.
If you have a safe entry with the 8-so, you could also choose to wait on it.
Oh, takes the Jigoku 7-so Taki. Very spicy.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
and Calvin anchored up the ninth pin, eating all of Watari's weights. And with a chase on Riichi Dora 4, waiting on the 4-7, sir.
Yes. There's the 4.
Oh, there's the 4, sir. Riichi Dora 4 for a 1 to
for
make it a
Hanuman.
Hanuman.
Very explosive East one.
Yeah, and a bit of a backfire there for Toad. I forget the other tiles that he drew in the meantime, but that Forcer could have fit in for like a Pinfu or Ipeko Tanya.
Yeah. If they'd waited a bit, the 4 could have been swapped out with the 1. So, yeah, Tanya Ipeko, I believe. Yeah, but that's how it goes, and we go on to East 2.
Akudora, 1 in 3 of players' hands.
Yep. So it'll be a question of who wants to throw up first.
Yeah, Watari does have a nice Tanyao hand building. Draws the last Haku.
Yep.
And with that once cut Haku, we'll see if Quarter discards it. The hand is quite bad that they still might keep it for a while longer.
They've been dumping the Akuhai tiles, and it's left with a hand that looked like it could have been leaning towards like Junchan, but it's gonna be that'd be very hard, and you don't want to really throw Fedora if it gets too late as well. Here we go. So it comes out now, so this will be Tenpai. Goes with the
3 pin, 7 pin Champagne.
Yeah.
I do like this choice. You can always pick up a 2 or a 8 pin to get around men. Even on a 1 on a 9 pin, then you have the Suji trap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I like it as well. This feels a lot better than going with either of the Kanjans.
Heard here, picking up the Arca is Ishan 10 for Pinfu, potential Tanyao with an Arca.
Yeah. And Calvin's hand is getting there as well. It's gonna be...
Yeah, Ishan 10 for Chitoy.
Yeah. It could be rough for Toad. Like if they draw like a 6 pin, for example.
Yeah, the good news is they're obviously eating up 3 of the 4 weights of Watari at the moment. Yeah, as it stands now, it's unlikely for them to deal in.
Yeah. That's Tenpai.
That is Tenpai. The 8-so Tanki does ARMA. Or lose 8-so in Quarter's hand.
Yeah,
they may just be folding.
Yeah, I think they're just sort of holding tiles at this point. The hand never really got anywhere. The draws with it's all terrible. Started slow as well.
Look, I was thinking about switching to the Jigoku Heitanki.
The Church of Peitanki is an 8-so. Toad does manage to avoid it.
Yeah, it gives them the 7-so acceptance here. And that's Tenpai. I think they will take it. 8-so isn't too bad against the Hakudora 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does unfortunately deal into the Dharma Chitoi Aka for 3,200.
Yeah, unfortunate. But, and interesting that day, it's 2 consecutive runs from Calvin on Toad.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw Quarter pass the first East there, but Calvin immediately throwing the second one.
Yep.
So it does take that.
So yeah, it does open. Hand's pretty good. Should be getting to Tenpai pretty quick here. Did Toad pass the first Haku?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't recall him having a
I
pair.
don't recall a pause. Hand feels a bit miserable for Toad as well.
That's 4 pairs for
Yeah.
Toad.
They might just go...
Go straight with that 4-man cut. Quarter did manage to pair up the North Dora, and Otari cut the last copy, but did not pawn it. Had it as a pair at that moment before they paired up the 7-pin.
Yeah, that's understandable. You're generally fine with just keeping it as a pair, rather than taking the risk.
That bump from East Dora 2 to East Dora 3 is quite substantial.
Yeah, in this case, yeah, Quarter doesn't really have a lot else going for the hand, so does take Tenpai now on the 2-5 pin. Just 4 left in the
Aka
wall.
5 pin still in the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, along with 3 other tiles.
Aka 5 pin, yeah, as you said, there'd be a big bump if they can draw the Aka 5 pin.
That's Ishan 10 for Watari. Goes with the 7-so 8-so drop, keeping that double 3-4-so shape. But Quarter does denote the 2-pin for that East Dora 2.
Yes, and starts off with a nice hand.
Yeah, that is Ishan 10 with
Yep.
Ipeiko. Yeah.
Yeah, you pick a chance, and I mean, this the 5s having the 5 so is nice, and yeah, it's just a good hand, isn't it? It's just nice.
Yeah, no, if they kept that 3-man, there was even a chance of like round pick if they drew the lower mons there.
They did pause on it for a bit.
Interesting.
Yeah. Atari's hand also has some nice potential here, but you can get rid of the extra tiles. Same with Toad Sillies. If you can fill the 2 4-man Kanchan.
Yeah, Toad has a nice Tanyao Aka hand. Watari obviously hoping to pair up that Hakudora that no one else has a copy of. Not that big of a fan of that 8-pin pawn from Toad. Obviously with mishaps earlier, currently on 8,000 points, just under 8,000 in East 4. You sort of want to try and find opportunities to win bigger hands.
Yeah, this is pretty much capping the hand to Tanya Dora 1.
Tanyao Aka, yeah.
Yeah. You know, and yeah, as you said, the 2 deal-ins now, you need to try and get some points back. Obviously, there's still a whole South round to go, but yeah, starting something a bit better would be nicer.
Oh, backfire on the 3-so discard before.
Yeah.
Okay, Watari's hand has developed quite enough for him to discard the live Hakudora.
Yep. Yeah, Anchored up the 2 so's. Yeah, dropped that Dora at that point. Just waiting to call a Riichi here. Just pausing. The Freeman's pretty much hanging.
Though they do sort of need another block, and the 3-pin doesn't serve too much of a purpose. Sort of overlap.
Yeah, with the
with
5
some of
pin.
the other pins there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even take these tiles.
Yeah, I was thinking of a chi maybe and dropping the 9-pin pair.
Yeah, you could, 9 pin, move it to a Tanyao. You'd really want to find a 6-man, and right now the Manzu seem to be quite expensive. Another 8
Ooh,
man.
Quarter playing it quite defensively. Drew that 7-man that wasn't safe against Code, who had opened up once, and electing to cut away some efficiency.
Yeah. It's the first non-sumo Giri discard for Quarter, I think, since the 8 pin.
I think the 8 pin was a Chadashi.
Yeah, it was Tadashi. Yeah, once they paired up the Norths, I think.
Tenpai with Toad. Oh, but Tenpai also for Watari, winning on the 6-9-man for Riichi Aka 2.
Okay, there is
3 left.
3 left, yeah, and for Toad's weight, there is 1 left. Just a single 7-man in the wall. A 7, sorry. And not wanting to throw.
Oh, and just elects the full fold.
The hand.
It could technically get back into Tenpai with Toy Toy.
Yeah. As it was, like the hand's not worth a lot to maybe push a 4-so in, but yeah, if you can get the Toy Toy, at least you get a little bit of something.
Yeah, they would have most likely had to push the 6-so, because unfortunately the 4-10 on the 5-8-so weight. Could take a pawn here.
Tenpai.
And does.
For the same weight as before, funnily enough. Okay, Ryukyoku. Dealer not being Tenpai means we move into South 1.
Oh, Hatsudora Anko for Atari.
You'll love to open up the hand and see that. The hand itself otherwise isn't good, but with the Anko, at least now you can make calls. And you're going to need
Yeah,
to
it definitely is good that you can call.
Yeah. Calvin double
Calvin
double
also
south.
with a... Yeah. And even Quarter now with nice Tanya tiles and an Aka to go along with that.
Yeah. Finds the 3-so to cut away this 1-so. So it's a nice looking Tanya hand for Quarter. Toad drawing a 5-so to backfire on the 6-so from earlier. Which is of course.
Oh, this is really not looking good for Toad. Ishan 10 for Quarter.
Yeah, the hands come together very quickly.
7's pin gets cheated over by Calvin. See if they drop the 6-8-so and go for like a Chanta on it, and they do.
They do. Not gonna work out in this case. I guess maybe there's some world in which Watari drops the free Hatsu against a Riichi, but not likely.
Probably not. I think they just shove, yeah.
Yeah.
It is quite difficult for Calvin because both his other Shahs have already been discarded. So it's sort of good that they drew the 9-pin. At least they can maybe draw a 7 or an 8-pin.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Calvin, yeah, the last Shah came into their hand after turn 1, so never had a chance to call it. Completely missed Quarter being Tenpai. The 3-6. So a 3-6 pin.
Yeah, it was originally on the full Mahjong. He upgraded and Dharma'd for a turn and then Riichi. But yeah, Watari just shoving that Hatsudora Anko.
Yeah, as you do.
Sumoing his manga.
Yep. That is bad news for Toad. The last dealership stripped away, having to pay dealer penalty on top of that.
Yeah, not a great Hanchan here for Toad.
It's a bit unfortunate, I think. Yeah, when you get those first early deal-ins, you get stuck behind and it can be quite difficult to dig out sometimes. So, South 2. Watari's hand looking very Tanyao-ish.
Yep, Calvin with 2 Dora. Looking to be Menzen at the moment, unless they pair up the Hatsu, which we can see they won't be able to.
Yeah, it's not the kind of hand, as you said, like it's gonna be tough to keep this one close. Sorry, it's tough to open it rather. And we do see now Hatsu comes, pawned by Kora, who just seems to be playing a pretty standard hand here.
Yep. Currently Ishan 10.
So Toad's hand here has potential to at least be worth something if you can get a Riichi in, but a little bit off the pace still. It's a safe Hatsu now at the very least. I think you do need to consider dropping the 9-1 at some point though, because you want to pair it up for value, but it's very hard to use those Terminal Dora.
Yeah, you know, they can always also draw a 7 or an 8-man. I do think you sort of want to at least keep it. Like, obviously, if you pair it up, you have a Dora 3 hand.
Yeah. That's Tempai on the 2 side.
8-pin. Yep. 1 left in the wall. Atari also still in Ishan 10 with Tanyao Aka 1.
Yeah, the hands have sort of been shuffling back and forward, but not going anywhere. And there's the Tuso.
Oh.
Hatsu only.
Yeah, deals into the 1k hand. Okay, Toad. We can work with this.
This is a start, and unfortunately, 1 Haku already drawn.
Oh, you definitely have to cut the Forzo there.
Yeah.
This is either like Honetsu, Toy Toy, Honroto. So that 1 so did have some merit to keep.
Yeah, no, 100%. Toad's probably just seeing the Honetsu. But yeah, I agree. You keeping the 1 so is always
But still
good.
keeping the Forzo.
Okay. So
Alright, that's pawn twice here.
Yeah, pawns twice. Hand is obviously presenting as Honetsu.
I wouldn't say necessarily right now. Like you don't see any Pinzu. It could just be like Dora 2.
That's fair. Here,
Especially if they cut like 2. Oh, wait, Haku's got cut twice
yeah,
already.
it's got 2 cuts, so you can consider holding on to it forever and hoping for the Shosangan, but yeah.
Actually, you pawned the 1-1 and last 1-1's out, so maybe the 2-1 doesn't actually do that much for you.
Yeah, I'm.
It's not like you want the Chun as your pair, and you just have Hatsu Honetsu for 3,900. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Maybe there was a consideration.
Myself, yeah.
But now is waiting on the 6-9 man. Chanta doesn't matter here because it's like 4 Han or 5 Han.
Yes. Either comes that you're fine with.
The 6-9 man, and yeah, like I said earlier, this discard pile doesn't necessarily lean towards a Honetsu.
No, that's a fair call. Kora does
It's like
catch
even
up.
be Toy Toy.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
Yeah, you mentioned even Watari also currently Ishan 10 for Tanya with 2 Dora, and the other 2 Doras are still in the wall.
So Kora could have swapped to an Itsu weight with D8 Soda.
Oh.
but choosing to stick with the Shan pawn. But this is also no Yaku.
I wonder if they'll Riichi here with the CG trap. No.
And yeah, Toad's forced to just chuck anything, has to throw an arc of 5 pin in, does give Tenpai to Watari waiting on the Kanchan Fremon.
Oh, and there's the 7, so...
Yeah, Korda just playing a little bit cautious around Toad here, it seems. Choosing to just stay...
Yeah, like they could have been worried about a Honro, but there's only one more copy of the 9, so they have to be like 9 to Taki. And is it worth giving up on the Itsu chance just because of that?
You can take this.
Interesting decision here for Watari.
Yeah. Opts to not. Throws to save 2 man. Swap the rate to 4 man 2 pin. 2 pins are dead. 4 mans are 1 left.
Nah, 4 man's also dead. So just cut 1.
Yeah, fair call. Yep. I'm completely blind today.
I could switch to the 3-pin Tunky. Yeah, 3-pin Kanchan, sorry.
Chooses to not.
Yeah, I thought they had initially swapped to the Shampon because they didn't want to wait on Manzu. They could have taken the 3-man wait instead.
Yep.
But yeah, they didn't even want to fully switch out of Manzu. Oh, so 9-man is a death tile in... Oh, but he throws it. Dealing into Hatsu Chun, Chanta, Honitsu, Mangan. And quite a costly deal in here for Watari. Was just under 1,000 points away from Calvin, but now in South 4 has to make up a 9,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Toad finally managing to catch a break here, so it has chances to close the gap. This hand has the chances to convert that. Needs exactly 13-2 to make up the difference. So with no sticks in the middle, my math is really bad. So we got Honitsu, we have 2 Dora. This should be enough if napkin math is good. 8k.
Hanuman Zimmer would give them to 3rd. Oh no, 2nd, sorry. 2nd.
Yeah, I'm trying to... 4... Yeah, Hanuman Sumo is necessary.
Which they do have here. Just need another 8 zone.
Yes.
And Toto. Oh, actually, no Toto, actually.
No, the Toto's not needed.
Actually, if they get a toy, they can't get first. Unless they direct hit Calvin.
Yeah.
They would get first.
That'd be a big turnaround, but yeah, Calvin's hand already coming to very quickly, so there's a possibility that Calvin reaches and deals in and then it's dispatch. But I don't see Calvin reaching when you've already got a lead like this, especially with Toad showing a very aggressive hand.
Well, they're Tenpai now, so we'll see. The 8-man weight isn't that bad, but yeah, it does take the Dharma. Can get a 6-pin and shift to Tanya without having to reach it.
Yeah.
And of course, oh no, they can't upgrade to a Pinfu. We'll see if they upgrade to a round and wait whether they decide to reach it.
Koda Ishanten as well now. Watari Ishanten. Toad Tenpai on the Toy Honitsu Hatsu Dora 2. So let's take stock. So both 8s are still in the wall. 160.
Actually, quite a massive chance here for third.
Yeah. Full.
That is Tempai for Watari. Does Riichi waiting on the 5-8 pin? 2 left.
Five pin is Sanshoku as well here.
Yeah. So if they... Okay.
It's done.
Well, I was anticlimactic. Calvin just sumoing. Sumo Aka to maintain first place.
Yep. Brings an end to our Hanchan. 0 repeats in this Hanchan.
Wow.
Calvin taking...
Yeah, it was quite a scary hands there at the end.
Yeah. No, it was... I mean, Toad's obviously presenting a very expensive hand, threatening to at least drop someone to fourth. Watari reaching, making a play for first. Yeah, it was very tense for the players, I think. So we've got the GGs in the chat. We'll just see if Calvin wants to join us for an interview. I do see that at least one other game is done. Hold on, let me open the logs page. I can find out exactly. Yeah, just the one other. Oh no, 2 others. No, one other. Ooh, come on, Discord, play with me. In the one other game that's finished, if I bring open the schedule here and swap the scene over real quick, we can see here in the first Hanchan here we have a win for Muro of Chew and Potato. Second for Lost My ID or Jime in Jack and Ron. Third for Feud and Double Reach, and fourth for Runs of Anarchy. So we're just waiting to hear if Calvin does want to join us for an interview. To be obviously entirely up to them.
We could just temporarily hop into
we'll
one of the other tables.
Nice. Do you have a preference?
Huh?
So we've got table 2 or table 3 here.
You can hop into Slinky's table.
Slinkies. Alrighty. Yep, Calvin can't join us for an interview. That is not a problem.
Nice.
Not a problem. Yeah, obviously not everyone's always comfortable with jumping on stream, especially, we have a lot of foreigners and not everyone has the best of English. That could always be frightening in its own right. Or it could just be that they're busy.
Yep.
Anyhow, so this game, in East 4 only, so this has been, I imagine, the game with a lot of run chance.
Yeah, we see Slinky here, Tempai with Tanyao Aka 3, and now upgrading to the 4-7 point. I say upgrading, but we actually see there's only one left in the wall.
Yeah, taking stock of the points here, Aniteku and Sparrow tied on points for first. Sparrow Tempo and the 3-6 man. Slinky Tempo and the 4-7 pin, as you mentioned.
Switches over to the Jigoku 5 man from their point of view.
Yeah. Which obviously is dead in Sparrow's hand, provided they don't outright fold. Which...
One man draw from Washizu. If they do decide to push their hand, they could have dealt in, but does not.
Slinky swapping to the less Jigoku 2-man, which is one left in all. That's
Tempai for Annie.
Oh, specifically safe entry, just throws the Forcer. That's not a Tempai. So I was looking at Washizu's hand and towards the cheat towards as well, but just chooses to play it safely. Very tense hand all around.
Yeah, 3 Sotanki, currently 2 left in the wall. And Slinky switching over to the 2-pin. Oh, but then he draws the one of the last 2 weights of Sparrow and deals into Shah only.
Let me move my mouse, sorry. Actually, I think, yeah, actually, the mouse was in sharp on stream. It's fine, don't worry about it. Right, so South round. Just going to quickly check the teams, so I didn't do that. So we have Tile Dreaming in front of us, Sparrows with Riichi fingers, Washizu's Don Hong Kong, and Slinky for the luck shitters. So, yeah, Sparrow, if they can convert this into a win, much needed points for Riichi fingers.
Slinky's from Tile Dreaming.
Oh, of course.
And he's from luck.
Sorry, yeah. Oh, my brain, dude. Everywhere, sorry. Yeah, Tile Dreaming as well in Desperate Need of points. 14th, just above Riichi fingers.
Slinky here with the 9-so pawn does have a pair of doors along with the pirouette North. North already one cut, but if we look onto the right,
Yeah.
Sparrow did manage up to pair up the Chunhatsu and Haku, and now getting the Haku pawn now.
Yeah, this is a very
Moving towards
alive
the
dice
dice
again.
again.
Yeah.
And looking at how well developed other players' hands are, they're very likely to just chuck the dragons as they draw them.
Yeah, while Shizu's hand is very set at this stage. So any dragon should come out. Slinky can maybe make an argument to keeping them. And, you know, obviously, unless players just outright fold if the second pawn happens. There's one Kanchan field for Washizu.
Oh, but steps back for Tanyao.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Sparrow just full committing to the dice again.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Will we see a Yakuman on stream this early?
Okay, Chudfon, Hatsu Foreman. Annie currently Ishan 10. Both the Hatsus are in the wall.
Yeah, no, it's very alive. At the time of the first pawn, there had been no dragons? No dragons thrown.
Okay, Aka gets cheated. Yeah, Tempai on the Kanchan 3-pin. Will 3-pin come out? No, probably not. Currently a pair. But if they want to defend against Sparrow, 3-pin might come out. Well, obviously if they draw 4-7, so...
Yep. There is danger here for Annie. Danger for Sparrow's Daisangan. For what it's worth, both formans are also currently holed up.
Oh no! That is Senpai for Annie, and they'll Riichi on the 3-pin and deal into the Tanya. Dora 2. Oh, Washizu. Anti-fun ending to this hand.
No.
No, all the viewers are disappointed.
Oh well. Good for the table, I suppose.
Yeah. Sparrow, in a fit of rage, discards the door on turn.
Yeah. Get this crap out of here.
Okay, Washizu with the double south.
Yeah.
Gets the pawn. Already, still 2 Shantan.
2 Shantan, yep. Slinky opening up on the Hatsu. This hand is also quite quick. Pairs already established, Ramen shape in the Manzu. A Dora is thrown, not needed. Hand is too quick. Both Anitex and Sparrow's hand a little bit off the pace at the moment. Sparrow's not too bad. Just sort of relying on the 7 pin or the Friso, which is one of them.
That's a nice draw. Slinky also Ishan 10 Kutsuki after that 7 pin. Fun.
Yep. The 9-man does come now. Yeah, these games are heading towards the longer end, depending on how long they take it, because we are rapidly approaching 9 p.m. I was like, surely the other game's done by now.
But... yeah, Ishan 10 for Shizu. Ishan 10 for Annie as well now.
Yes.
And Tenpai for Sparrow. Hanchan 5 pin. Quite disappointing.
Yeah, especially after the last hand. Does Dama.
Yeah. They do manage to draw 4, so they upgrade to Tanyao and Sanshoku.
Yes. Imagine that's exactly why the Dama's here. You know, you're not too disappointed if you don't win this hand. No, you know, other than losing your dealership. But yeah, the upgrade potential is massive.
Oh, that's Riichi now.
Alright, Riichi's. On the Kanchan 5 pin, 1 left in the wall.
Oh, and Tenpai for Shizu as well would have to shove the 7-0 into the Apatsu, which they do, waiting on the 3-6 pin for double south. And Annie in a bit of danger here.
Yeah.
With the floating 5 pin in hand.
The 5 pin definitely has the potential of coming out. You see the 8 pin. You can, yeah. Oh, surely it won't. But it will.
Washi's electing to break Tenpai on the 3-man draw. Could take it back again, but doesn't.
Yeah, I guess the 7-so wasn't that bad. But the 3-man being right next to the Riichi tile, a bit too much to stomach.
Oh, Slinky could have taken Tenpai there, dropping the Nakasuchi 5-man, but instead throws the live 3-man. They go for a Toy. Quite ambitious this late into the hand with a Riichi already by the dealer.
4-man just passed for them now as well, so at least if you get the opportunity to call. Well, never mind. 4-man is Jigoku. 5-mans are all live. Goes with the 1-sos, which were also 1 left from their perspective. Free pin off.
Washizu, yeah, Tenpai offered once again.
No, there.
Nope.
Not happy with it. Looks to be heading to Ryokoku here.
Aka 5 pin still on the wall.
Yeah, it comes right now, obviously.
Maybe Paul will get cheated.
Just the 1 Tenpai in the end.
Sparrow keeping the dealership, extending their lead away from Annie.
Yeah, another dealership for Sparrow and Ichuchi Fingers. This hand is not too bad to start with. And looking around the table, no one else has anything sort of readily callable. Washizu with a couple of pairs. Sozo tiles. There's a chance you can open, but fine to keep it closed as well.
Yeah, probably want to pair up like some of the Yaku High to consider opening.
Yeah,
Sparrow's Hand developing quite nicely here with Sudora.
Slinky and Sparrow's Hand's definitely the best immediately here. You can accept this as a pair.
Should just see a 1-man drop here.
Yeah, I think you're more happier keeping the Champon than the Penchant, so.
Yeah, and obviously a better chance at Tanya.
Yep.
Any drawing towards a potential Itsu, but could also just be Tanya.
Either or, depending what you find first, I guess.
Nice Forcer draw there for Slinky. Progresses their hand. Adora gets paired up by Sparrow. So generally you'd want to drop a 3 or a 6 pin here.
Breaks up the...
Oh, but electing to go for the Tanya.
I can respect that. It gives you more calling options to sort of convert the door free.
And here with the 6-0 draw, I think thinking about whether they want to keep the 1 and the 9-0 for an Itsu or shift towards Tanya, but yeah, it does elect to drop the 8-man.
Yeah, this can still be Itsu obviously with the right finds. To see how they take the hand going forwards. And just waiting to see who progresses next. We'll have to see if Sparrow wants to open. Imagine they're happy to open once given the opportunity.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you cut the 2-3, so you definitely get to open on any of the tiles that you can get.
Yep. Four, so comes out from Annie. Just keeping options open. 2-man find for Slinky progresses their hand. Now Ishanten. And Annie just keeps pairing random Soju tiles, decides to end up dropping the 9, so. Which is just fine. Losing the Itsu, but it gives you a lot better odds to find something to tempai with.
Will the 6-0 get pawned?
Yeah,
and drop the 2-1-0s?
Ops to not.
No. Well, now it's Chitoi Ishanten if they want. Oh, if they do. And I think the 7-pin gets cheated by Sparrow, and yeah. Does take the tempai on the Hanchans 7-pin for Tanya Odora 3.
Danger for Slinky if the 6-pin is drawn.
Yeah.
Oh, but luckily it's dead. Never mind. No 6-pin will be drawn.
Yeah, though if they get tempai, they might also just take the Kanchan instead since they see all the 7-pins. The Champon looks unappetizing. Even now. Oh, yeah. Avoids the 7-pin drop.
Luckily, it's also it's close to Dora, so yeah, maybe just a little bit more hesitant to drop it. We do have this game. We are 5 minutes to the hour now.
I'm just gonna let you take over.
Sorry?
I sort out the next games.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. So I was just looking to see what's going on with the Hanchans to find out what's going on that next game. Yeah, so we do have a couple players playing in the next Hanchan from this game. So bear with us. We'll be starting the other games at some point while this game goes on. But for now, if I can find my pages, I've just closed everywhere. We are. So the Hanchan goes on. We have an open from Washizu just to go for Keiten here. Anitech gets Tenpai, waiting on the 6-pin 6-so, but draws the 3-so, which will deal in to Washizu's Sanshoku, which I completely missed because I was too busy looking at Discord. For a 1,000 point hand, open Sanshoku only. Does move on the dealership now to Southbury. Washizu getting a little bit more points back in these last two hands. After killing the Daisangan. Needing, I hate looking at this number upside down. It's still 9,600, but you know, it's back to front. So is about 7,000 points behind second. Third is a bit further beyond that, so we will just focus on second for now for Washizu. But looking around, these hands are all a little bit slow with the exception of Slinky's and Washizu's after a couple of draws here. Washizu now is already Ishan 10. Slinky is also... Slinky is 2 Shan 10. Sorry, I never learned to count Shanten. I just let the Riichi button pop up and hit the button. But that is a good find. The 4-so will slot in nicely into that Sozo shape. Now, definitively Shanten. No second guessing about it. Anitech's hand is coming along as well at this stage. The 6-man will be fitting in there, but with an extra pad, chooses to cut the 1 of the 9-sos at the very least. And Tenpai for Washizu. For Riichi Pinfu, Dora, very standard hand, but a nice dealer hand that you can Renshan on and just go again, close the gap a little bit. On the 6-9-man, 6 months are dead, all the 9-mans are alive. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. But Slinky has caught up, now choosing to Riichi with the Kanchan 7-pin. Not wanting to give Washizu a chance to sumo. 7 pins are 2 left of the wall. Anitech also reaching here on the Kanchan Freeman, which is 1 left in the wall. So now Sparrow with a bit of defending work to do. 9-pin comes out, deals into the Kanchan. Riichi Dora for Slinky. No Ura, so will remain as that. Does end Washizu's dealership and gives him a lot of work to do to catch up to third going into all last year. And this just goes on to prove 9-man was Sanshoku. Thanks to Jaffa, thanks, good catch. This just goes on to show that another rule of Mahjong is Kanchan always beats Ryanman. So all last here, Slinky, if they want to catch up now to Anitech, is about 9,000 points behind. So Dilla, most things will do it here. This hand is a little bit on the cheaper side. Can open with a ton and just get a quick resolution if that's what they want to do. Yeah, as Jeff is pointing out here, while she's needing a Hanuman Sumo to catch up to third, and Annie needing a Hanuman Sumo to overtake Sparrow. which deals with the rest of our point gaps here. So we have these chances and options. Well, she's his hand a little bit cheap. No Doras, no Arkas at this stage. So we'll need a bit of building to get to that. Tempai already for Slinky though. Yeah, the ton is pawn 6 pin weight, 6-9 pin weight, which is 6 left in the wall. That's an incredible weight. Very good odds here for Slinky. With a Dora, now 2 Doras in hand, takes a step back, not wanting to throw the Dora and potentially speed up anybody else and give them more odds to make a difference here. Well, Shizu pairing up the Hatsu. Good shapes, but we'll be relying on other things to happen, Khans or something to make up the difference here. And yeah, Slinky still hasn't managed to get back into Tempai. Wanting to go for a bit more value, not run the risk of having to just do it again next hand, I suppose. Well, Shizu did end up breaking the Hatsu pair, so I'm not liking that they would have to find a lot of points elsewhere, wanting to maybe just go for something a bit more standard. But Anitech here now reaching on the 8-man Kanchan for a Riichi Dora Itsu. Riichi Tudora Itsu, sorry. Which is the potential to hit Hanuman if they get the right situation to happen. Otherwise, a direct hit would be enough on Sparrow, who does have an 8-man, and there is a Khan from Slinky opening up 8-pin. 8-man is thrown though from Slinky. Slinky trying to do the odds here. Is this enough? Riichi Itsu Dora Aka. No Ura, it will remain a Mangan. And we'll end the Hanchan. Sparrow in first, Anitech in second, Slinky Inferno Washizu in fourth. You don't hit those? Ah well. Nice chances anyway. You secure the points, and you know, in the end that's still worth it, isn't it? Yeah. Was an Ura free, so that is not possible actually. Yeah, fair point. Ugh. My brain's all brain fog today, which doesn't help with commentary. Anyhow, so that ends everything. I'm just checking to see what is going on with this. Our table has started, so I will pop over to that, and I'll just go and update the overlay while I do so. And while I do that, please refresh. Crap, what table was I on? Yeah, no, it was this table. So this game will be beginning in about 3 minutes. Give me 1 or 2 minutes here chat to quickly fix the overlay. And I'll try and update the score while I'm at it too. That's not what I want to do. Let me just quickly grab this. So I'm doing a bit of window management while I do all this. Standings. Presuming Cheese has updated everything, I imagine so. He might not have though. He is a busy man. Just at a glance, it looks like most things are updated. Alrighty, so the players, Jules, Washizu. Lost my ID. And I need to double check. It's like Kawaii Kani something. I'll have to check what name they wanted to go by. Schedule. Okay, alrighty. Update that. Update this. Don't do that. Right. We've done it. No, good job. Thanks for the hand, Jaffa. I could not keep track of everything as it was progressing so quickly. Especially not once you take into account Riichi sticks and everything. It's crazy. Rightio, so if we take a... If I just quickly open up this again. In the last game that we didn't get to look at all, featuring Darkness Wanderers, 4 Geese, Chitotsu, and the Machi Club, the game ended in that order. So, good points here for Crimson Wanderers, not Crimson Wanderers, last team, Darkness Wanderers, and 4 Geese. 4 Geese were quite close to the top already. I think they were in 4th, so they stick to 4th. But since we did have Dong Hong Kong in the last game with Washizu taking that 4th there, does drop them back down to 3rd. Ichirichi Fingers, as I mentioned at the start of the game, does needed points to try and bring them up from the bottom, and they managed to get a little bit closer. Need a couple more of those to bring out the negatives. Just trying to take quick note. Tanya Sensation moved up to 2nd, obviously swapping places with Dong Hong Kong. Everything else looks to basically remain the same. Yeah, more or less. And this game has started. Do I have a cheese yet? I don't. Hello, cheese.
Yes, we don't get a break.
We do not.
Alright, heading straight into this game. Individual starting as our dealer with 1 Dora. Decent shapes. Does have a Hon and Hatsu that they could also potentially pair up.
Yeah, so I'm just checking what name the our player on the left wants to go by.
Kawaii Kaniko.
Is it this Kawaii Kaniko?
Yeah, yeah, I would just... or Kaniko.
Kaniko? Oh, yeah.
We'll go with Kaniko.
Kaniko. Perfect. Alrighty.
Okay, Washizu in the south seat does have a pair of Chuns. Lost my ID with a pair of Pawns and decent shapes. And Kaniko with Dora 3 on very good shapes. Potential Tanyao, 678 Sanshoku.
Yeah.
We'll see if they open.
Kaniko with a lot of the nice choices here. Ooh, that's very good as well. Ishanten now.
Yeah, it's Ishanten. I'm able to lock in the 7-man Dora as well.
Yeah, exactly what you want to be doing. Washizu going up the Chuns. First the Ton, which is pawned by Lost My ID. So, 6 been offered and taken with the Chun Anko. Washizu happy to call. Keeps the 8-man since it can connect to the Dora.
Yeah, it was interesting from Kaniko not dropping the 8-man to have the wider acceptance. May have just been fixated on a 678 Sanshoku. But does get Tenpai now, waiting on the 5-8 pin. Riichi, Pinfu, Dora 3.
Yep, really nice hand here for Waniko to start us off. Uh, 5-8 pin is 4 left in the wall.
Yeah, it looks really good with that 6-pin wall from their point of view.
Yeah, very true. And obviously, Lost ID agrees, does throw the 5-pin and does deal in.
It may have been the 6-pin pawn plus the early 3-pin.
Yeah, it didn't exactly lead you to maybe believe it's a weight around there, but yeah, unfortunately it is. Sorry, just clearing up my notes, which I didn't get a chance to do. Yeah.
Onto Washizu's dealership. Already has a nice box coming along.
Yep, this is...
Lost my ID with South Anko Dora potential Honetsu transition.
Yeah, lost my ID's hand. I do like this to try and recoup a bit of the points you just lost. Kaniko's pair of Hatsu, 2 Dora. And in the
And
jewels.
pay gets offered to 2 individuals who does pawn.
Yeah, in the jewels' hand was the blocks are pretty much set from the get-go. So unless you want to wait around for Dora, you're probably happy to just open and take the win.
Yep, it's already Ishan 10 now. Reuben Khan from Washizu. Doesn't.
Come on, Khan for fun.
Yeah. Quite surprising. Would have been a nice
Yeah,
Khan as dealer.
yeah. I think in this case the free pins would have been nice Khan, as you said, because you're not likely to connect anything to them.
Kaneko here with the Hatsu and the Ton pawn, and now with the Forzo draw, able to incorporate both the Doras in the hand. So currently just missing a pair, but has a manga handed and set in already.
Okay, this is Tenpai for in the jewels on the 4-so, 7-so.
Oh, and there's a 7-so isolated in Kaneko's hand, which should come out. Just doesn't come out. Okay. I thought for sure it was coming out there.
Yeah. I think it still will come out eventually.
Oh, individuals could switch to 5-pin Taki, but doesn't.
Not tempted by the shiny Akadora.
Oh, there's a Forzo and lost my ID's hand. And it does come out, dealing into individuals.
Yeah.
Pay only.
Pay only, luckily for Lost My ID. Softens this thing just a little bit. And it is now their dealership. And this hand is quite nice to start with. We've got a Hatsu pair, we've got Dora already. If you want to turn it in cheap, you've definitely got the option to do so, but might not be needed to open.
Yeah, already Ishan 10. But good 2 set of draws there from individuals. Also Ishan 10.
And Maniko also.
And
not
also
very
good
far.
draws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Market up the Shah before, and then now the 7-so draw.
And yeah, Washizu just a bit off the pace at this stage to see if the hands slow down and gives them a chance to catch back up.
Yeah, most likely not. Kaneko's draw is not stopping. Currently Ishan 10, Roundman. Let's just cut that Dora straight out of their hand.
Yeah. Full speed ahead. Washizu given the opportunity to open with the Ton the Chun. Does allow Osmadi to get into Tenpai, waiting on the east, but Maniko finding Tenpai on their own as well. On the 1-4 did end up having to cut pretty much the value out.
Lost my ID switching over to the 8-pin Taki, and then Ton immediately comes out from Kaneko.
That hurts. And flops now to
Yeah, now this position just sucks. Should see a 5-man here. It's safer than the 4-man. Oh,
Goes with the 4.
it keeps the 5-man. Yeah, individuals here was Ishan had quite a nice Ishan 10 with the Sanmin Chan, but elects to play it safe and cut away the Hakus. Could maneuver around back into Ishan 10. Unfortunately, missing Tenpai then.
Oh, that is the last fight.
Oh, and it's the Arca at that. A very nice Hatsu Doratu Sumo for Lost My ID. Essentially brings her back into the game.
Yeah, that's a good find for Lost My ID. She had dealt in twice, but luckily it wasn't too much. And yeah, as you said, basically back in. goes into a Renchan here.
Ooh, very nice hands for everyone. Filo with the Haku pair, but looking at Kaneko with the pair of their Dora Seat win.
Yeah, this is a really nice hand for Waniko, and I think there's a couple players here who are probably going to throw a south as soon as it's offered, just provided the hand doesn't get too late and there's nothing out yet. Like, yeah, this is Ishanten for Washizu already. Is
Yeah,
it?
Ryanman.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and in the duel's not too far away either.
Yep, does get an upgrade here with the 5-0 draw. Should cut away either one of the pairs or the 8-6 pin. They elected the 8-6 pin. Does keep 4 pairs in case they like move towards a Chitoi.
Chitoi Tanyao.
Haku gets pawned. I lost my ID. Ishanten. Kanchan.
Yeah, a little slow, but good decision to pawn because as it turns out the table is quite fast this hand. And
speaking of fast, Kaneko wanting to speed up their hand, cheating the 2-man, so relying on the south coming out later.
Yeah, it will put him into that Azuke situation.
That was a very nice torso draw from Lost My ID. Greatly increases her Ishanten acceptance like that with that 8-pin draw.
Yep, Tenpai and the 6-man, one left in the wall.
And if they do manage to draw a 5-man, 7-man, or 8-pin, they could switch to a Toy, but it doesn't matter because the floating 6-man comes out of Washizu.
Yeah, that was pretty much doomed as soon as Washizu managed to do exactly what they did and just threw a hanging 6-man, unfortunately. Alright, so into our second Renchan for Lost My ID here. This hand again, pretty good.
Yeah, currently 2-shan-10 with some nice shapes. Individuals as well, with the double Dora, also 2-shan-10.
Decent odds here for in the duels to rapidly progress the hand. Waniko as well. With these first couple draws, hand is already looking pretty nice. With a Dora already in the hand.
5 pairs here for Washizu. I always felt like Washizu has like the slowest hands out of everyone.
Yeah, it does seem that way so far. The table's just been going very quick.
That was Ishan-10 for individuals, but they elected to cut and trim down their 9-7 zone.
Trying to go for sacrificing a little bit of speed for potential value increase and just nicer shapes.
Yeah, a bit more chance of like a Pinfu or Tanyao. To go with their hand. Ooh, Alka 5-0 draw.
Shanten for
probably see a 3-pin. Yep. Very wide. Ishanten. Okay, individuals back into Ishanten.
Yep, does
once again. Yeah, declining once again.
Yeah, so as you said, maybe considering looking at the Tanyao and sacrificing just the speed for this nicer hand, I'm rewarded for it.
Okay. They could have kept that second 9-pin for an Itsu chance. But yeah, really likes that Tanyao.
Not the Tanyao I would have expected out of In the Jules' hand looking at it a few turns ago. Washizu still stuck on these 4 pairs as well.
That's Tenpai for Kaneko. Waiting on the 3-6 with Riichi, Pinfu, Dora 2.
2 left.
Tenpai for individuals. 3-10 on the 6-9, sir. So They may Riichi on the 6-er
Yeah, I think so.
and deal into the Apatsu.
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2-pin was definitely the safer discard, but yeah, I thought once they clicked the Riichi button.
Yeah, I was already typing in the notes. I was convinced that
Okay.
6-0 was coming out.
Okay, Brew 10 on the 6-9, so still 2 left in the wall. 3 left? 3 left.
3 left, yeah.
And 3-6-0 is actually quite dead. It's still 2 left.
2 left, yeah. It's not the worst. There's an answer. Oh, right, tempo. Not tempo, yeah.
Again? Yep.
Yep, so 1 left now for individuals. 2 left, sorry. Lost my D Hanchans as well.
Yeah, quite rough. Had to maneuver around the 2 Riichis.
Yeah. Looks to be done.
Missed the Chitoi Tenpai. And I don't know, I guess lucky for individuals to not deal into Kaneko. And quite unfortunate for Kaneko to not convert that hand.
Yeah, and presented with the Kokushi Hypai. Or at least, Chanta.
Quite a sad Tenpai, honestly, for your dealership when there's 2,900 in the middle. You're just like, please give me a fast hand so I can win.
Got chances, as long as they don't focus in on Kokushi, which I feel like is a pretty obvious bait. You can pair up some Yakuhai here. You can even just like hard call for Chanta or.
Yeah, unfortunately with the 4-pin 5-0 drop, it looks like they were going for that Kokushi.
Yeah.
Decent hand here for individuals. Getting rid of that 1-pin again, going for that Tanyao.
Yeah, well, she's hard pushing for Honitsu as well with the 2 Dora.
It's always a bit tough when you have like the Dora pair Yakuhai because you sort of just want to pawn and get a quick hand.
Yeah, and players just obviously don't want to throw, especially in this format.
Very nice format draw here for individuals. 4, 5, 6 on Shoku chance. Maybe thinking about whether they want to ditch the Dora now.
Yeah, I think I would. I would probably throw the Dora.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yep. And should immediately get pawned by Washizu.
Yeah. I mean, you're half expecting that to happen anyway, but you never like to see it. But yeah,
that's a nice draw.
It's a great draw. You can.
Should just see 2-pin here.
Yeah, 2-pin should come out. Unless they want to get fancy, but no. 3-pin's nice for Lost My ID.
Her hand is developing with 2 Arca.
That was a 2, not a 3. Jesus Christ, my vision. I was like, that's a weird discard. Yeah, I mean, we see this hand for Kaneko has just gone nowhere.
Oh, that's a nice 8-so find for Washizu. Ishanten.
Chi is done here. This feels a bit weird.
Yeah, that was not a helpful Chi. And unfortunately missed Tenpai if they were to draw the 3. So instead, that is not Tenpai from Washizu yet, no.
Not quite. That, however...
That is Tenpai on the Kanchan Tuso. With this 6-so drop, if they do draw an 8 or a 9-so, they can con the 7-so. But it doesn't matter. Similar to Tusa. Haku Honetsu Dora 3 for the Hanuman, and that's the advantage of going for that Honetsu.
Yeah. Hand was, yeah, it was a hard push from the get-go, but very few backfires for Washizu was able to convert that very nicely and takes us into South Round.
Yeah.
In the Jules.
If In the Jules hadn't had cheed, they would have
Yeah.
on the 3 so and 2.
Not all cheese are created equally. And that was less than ideal one. So we have once again Kaneko with another slowish hand, but not choosing to hard commit towards the Kakushi this time. In the Jules, his hand has good shapes.
Already Ishan 10. If they do draw a 7 or an 8 pin, could be Sanshoku as well.
Yep.
Washizu with the Parahatsus along with an Aka and a Dora if they manage to connect to it. And lastly, they lost my ID with an Aka of a Dora now. Very nice hand.
Yeah. Is technically Ishan 10, but would have to drop a 7 pin to take it.
No. Actually quite a wide Ishan 10. If they draw like 1, 3, 6.
Oh, so, yeah, no, that's fair.
If they complete any of these like 2 or 7 man, they can drop a 4 man instead. But yeah, here they can take the Kanchan 2 so.
I was too much focused on drawing it 2 so, and I'm like, yeah, that's the only way you can get Senpai. No, very clearly not. So this is Riichi Dora 3 on the Kanchan 2 so, which is 2 left on the wall. There's a world in which Washizu ends up dropping one of theirs. But
yeah, I think with that isolated 7 pin at the moment, they're sort of playing it defensively with that Hatsu hair drop. Kaneko is Tenpai after that North Pawn, waiting on the 1 pin 5 man for North Dora 1, and the 1 pin could come out from Washizu. It's Genbutsu against Lost My ID.
Yep. Very decent chances. Yeah, it comes straight away.
And there we go. Kaneko shutting down that Dora bomb hand.
Yeah, unfortunately for Lost My ID. Does end the dealership of In the Jewels as well. Game is still quite close. No one's really managed to pop up in anything other than what she's just handing him on. Just the hand before the last. And with Washizu's dealership here, this is also quite a nice start. We've got a Dora, which is currently loose, but everything else looks to be working well together. Waniko...
Also a nice hand developing for Kaneko.
Yeah, sorry,
Kaneko.
Kaneko.
The Dora Itsu chance.
Dora Itsu. Churin's still live. No, it's
that's
it's a good hand
for Washi.
Yeah, on the 5 man, just Damas for now. Probably
Strange to not immediately Riichi.
Maybe just hoping for a Ryanman.
Yeah, with the 7 man draw. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
They realize that there's not that many improvements because you don't really want to drop the door on a 7 man draw.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does Sumikiri Riichi waiting on the Kanchan 5 man, which there's 1 left in the wall, but definitely puts a lot of pressure on the other players with the deal at Riichi.
Yeah, obviously they don't know he's on a Kanchan 5 man weight, so they'll have to work around it if they want to improve their hands from here. There is the second last, no, it was the last 5 man, so they're all in hands at this point. It'll be a matter of if someone decides to throw one.
Yep. Kaneko are actually in Ishan 10 right now.
Yeah, decent odds that Kaneko's 2 5-mans will be locked up with this this hand.
Could be bad if they draw a 6 man.
Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, it's even a little bit more likely now.
Play it safe.
Yeah. In the duels, started with these pair of salves and just never had another one get offered. Lost my IDs holding on to one. There's the other. Is now offered. But is passed. I think in the duels is playing this hand out safely. There's the 6-man for Lost My ID, which does save their hand actually from dealing in. Connecting up to the
Actually back into Ishanten with the 5-6-7 Sanshouku chance. And we see Kaniko's hand also progressing towards a Chinitsu.
Yeah,
oh,
we're going.
Ishanten. Chinitsu Dora 2 at the moment. Like Ipeiko chances, you can draw another Dora.
No Ipeiko.
Tenpai now on the 3-6 man for Chinitsu Dora 2, and it immediately comes out from Washizu. Oh no.
Washizu for
and that completely flips the
Yep.
Hanchan going into South Korea.
Completely flipped. Washizu's dealership ended now. Puts them into a race for second, third, and fourth. At this stage, Lost My ID will be looking to close the gap to first. 20k behind at this stage. Does start with a Dora and Ton pair. Workable shapes around that. If you can find a Ton, there we go. Now we're good to go. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Kaniko's hand is a bit slow at this stage. In the duels...
Yeah, no Doras either.
Yeah, it's slow and pretty valueless. Will need a lot of work to be put into position where they can catch up. And yeah, Lost My IDs is able to open and just try and cash in this this cheapish hand and go again.
She does have an isolated Dora. If she does manage to pair up, would really help her out in this situation. One-man Khan this time for Shizu. Getting all the 4 of a kinds.
No Khan. Not a Khan enjoyer, I suppose.
Again, that would have been a really good Khan, especially with Dora 3. You sort of want that extra draw if you can have it.
Yeah, and you're just denying the other players. Your dealer's not reaching. Just gives you a little bit more odds, I think.
It's Ishanten now with Dora 3.
Yeah. Seven pin would be a 4th pair for individuals. Does accept it, so moving towards the potential.
High pin doesn't get pawned by Lost My ID to go for the Dorataki. But Tenpai here for Washizu. Sneaky 3-pin await here with the 6-pin already discarded. Riichi Dora 3.
Yeah, and it might get Lost My ID.
Yeah, like if she draws a dangerous tile next turn.
Ooh.
Oh, even now she. Yeah, the 3-pin does come out.
Gave her the chances to avoid it, but yeah, it's a hard find, I think. And
I don't think there was much you could do there.
Washizu managing to recoup a little bit of points that they just lost. Takes us to all last in a situation where Kaniko has a nice lead over the rest of the table.
Yep. A lot of Mangan plus conditions here to flip placements.
Yeah. Mangan for Lost My ID. In the duels, a Mangan is comfortable to at least get to second, but there's other alternatives.
Yeah.
And
Washizu would need a Hanuman.
Hanuman, yeah.
Actually, no. More. Hanuman directed.
Hanuman Sumo would be enough, no?
Nah, it's just 18,000. Oh wait, I can't. I was like, there are 20 something thousand away.
Yeah, not quite, not quite. All irrelevant at this stage. It looks like Kaniko's hand is by far the most likely to get the Tenpai first.
But look at individuals here. Does have the hand to upset
Yes,
second place.
This is a really nice hand. We've got free Dora already. Individuals will be looking to cash his hand in, I think. Lost my ID is Ishanten.
So is Kaniko.
Yeah. And Kaniko just has the option to take a Chun as well. If they so want.
Unfortunate order of discards there from individuals. Cutting the 8 pin first and then drawing the 6 pin. Unfortunately, can't move towards the Tanya. It was Tenpai for Kaniko before on the Kanchan 6 pin, but obviously, as last dealer with quite the lead, you don't really want to reach it.
Yeah, no. It's not the position you want to be put yourself in, really.
Ishanten full lost my ID.
Yeah.
But she agrees going for the Mangan, which she could have gotten with the heart, like if she got the Hatsu, but one was already cut, so she likes to go for a Pinfu and instead.
Yep, and we'll get it, most likely.
Yep.
So yeah, there's no Furitan chances here, really, so.
Tenpai.
Like, yeah, if you draw like the
immediately Riichi's or Tenpai from Kaniko as well, waiting on the 147 man.
Yeah, it's a really nice wait. And yeah, we'll be paid off.
Oh, and immediately comes out.
Lost my ID for another just 2,000 points, but yeah, it makes it a lot harder now for Lost my ID. That was the hand.
There was honestly an argument to Riichi there from Kaniko with such a good weight, and not that much chances of losing placement against Lost My ID.
Yeah, you'd have to put them on a Hanuman. Specifically, I think, to drop a placement.
I think it needed to be a Baimon.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right, yeah. So, missed opportunity to collect a little bit more points, I suppose, for Kaniko here. So, looking around the table, situation's mostly the same, apart from Lost My ID needing more points, and then obviously more points for Washizu as well.
Washizu here with Dora 3, they may just want to try and just cash in his hand. Haku offered here the individuals. Does on it. It's quite difficult to get a Mangan from this hand. So they may just settle for third.
Washizu, I think, yeah, is now actually out of Hanuman Sumo range as well. So I think you're looking, yeah, just to use it to cash it in and get what points you can for the Hanchan.
Oh no, they're still within Hanuman Sumo range.
Now it's my turn to do math again, is it? Alright. Oh yeah, because it's 60, not 4K, of course, yeah.
Actually, they could even manga direct it.
Yeah.
Kaniko. Yeah, with that 8-pin pawn, is currently relying on that 6-man to come into their hand.
No, 6-mans have been drawn yet. No, there's 2 in Kaniko's hand. I was like, that doesn't sound right, but yeah, it was not. Tenpai for individuals on the Friso. She offered to Washizu, who does take it. Lost my ID with a bunch of Friso already.
Yeah, I don't think he'll come out.
Yeah, you're looking to keep those, I think, for anything for Ura, for Fu. Individuals goes back to try and
Maybe
find...
worried about dealing into Washizu.
Yeah. Freeman is definitely not a nice looking tile against Washizu's pond.
No, very interesting choice from Washizu there. Had a increase in acceptance if they kept the 7-man and could have conned the 8-pin, but currently just holding onto this 8-pin.
Yeah. Maybe... Well, the 8-pin, if you get the Tempai, you can use Rinchan as your Yaku.
Rinchan, Door 3. Oh, unfortunate from Washizu, can't she that 6-man?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But individuals switching to the 2-5-man wait, I thought they would pawn that 8-man and go for Toy Toy. Because that could give them a chance for second.
Yeah. Toy Toy Haku should be... give you the best odds. Currently waiting on the 2-5.
I think they would have actually sumoed if they pawned that. But instead drew the last copy of the 6-man to give Washizu Tempai.
1 5-man left. The 2-man should be safe in Lost My ID's hand, I'd imagine.
Yeah. She's actually Chitoi Ishanten right now.
She is Suanko 2
Tempai taken by Kaniko, waiting on the 4-7 so, which there is 2 left.
That is no? Okay.
No, I don't think the 5-man will come out on this board.
You wouldn't think so.
So that's all the weights for individuals and Washizu.
That's Tenpai for
And
Chitoi.
I think he's just Riichi.
Yeah, you Riichi and
It's gonna be
Prey.
a buy-man. Unfortunately, obviously we can see that plus my ID can't win.
There's odds that a 5-man comes out, but we'll have to see. 5-man looks very nice against her board. Well, not anymore. Does put us into Rikyoku, and we do go again, since our dealer was Tenpai.
Yeah. Kaniko could have actually decided to just fold at the end and just shut down the Hanchan.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this, giving Washizu another small chance to upset.
Yeah. Looking at the hands, the Jules has a nice starting high by at least to win the hand. Cut Dora, good shapes. Riichi pin through Dora obviously isn't going to be quite cutting the mustard without a direct hit.
Yeah, Riichi Sumo pin for Tanya or Dora looks like the condition here.
Yeah.
Or just if they do get like a 9-man, then hitting an Ura.
In Lost My ID, Sand's also quite nice, but not 10k points nice. Well, actually, there are chances.
Yeah, it could move towards Hanetsu, Chinetsu. Oh, but Tenpai for individuals, unfortunately did draw the 9-man, so it currently has Riichi Pinfu Dora. So if they sumo and hit an Ura, it'll be enough.
2-5.
And should just see a fold here from Kaniko.
Yeah. Kaniko now no longer has any reason to push his hand. You're fine with individuals winning as long as it's not direct on you for what is that? 16,000 points. By-man directed.
Yeah, they're now that the South is safe, if they do get Tenpai on the Hanetsu, they may just take it. That is not yet.
Not yet. Still Shantan. South does come since it's safe. Hatsu still completely live. One in, it lost my ID's hand. And she would be looking to offload that to push the hand forward at some point. Okay, comes now.
It's a 2-5 mon. But she just ate up another one. So there's one more 5 mon and 3 2 mons.
Yeah, and that 5-man makes an Ipeiko for Washizu. Choosing to cut the 7-pin, however. It does
Yeah,
backfire.
playing it safe here. It's actually Tenpai.
Yeah. This would be...
Hanchan too, so. It doesn't take it.
No, it looks to be that Washizu's happy riding this one out.
Still a chance to get back into Tenpai.
Hmm.
Lost My ID does draw another one of Individual's weight, so 3 left in the wall.
That is Tenpai
Oh,
now.
that is Tenpai. Can't go on the 5-8, so Genbutsu 8 could come out, and it does!
Oh man, Honitsu only. Kaniko.
Just racking up more points.
Yeah. So this is the other benefit. Once you get enough of a gap while you're in all last dealership, you can kind of just, you have permission to go and just rack up the score, and it all matters because it all gets banked. So now it's 21,000, nearly 22,000 points for Washizu to hit first. Lost My ID now needs 12,000 to get back to in the jewels, so...
Yeah, even a Baiman Zimmer from Washizu wouldn't be enough.
Yeah. Well, just...
Wait, yes it would.
18.
24,000.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, Sumo.
Yeah, it takes Zimmer.
Yeah. This hand is
kind
good.
of pays. Yeah, definitely. Does have a chance. Riichi Futanyao, Dora to Ipatsu.
It's there. There is a path.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Path is
Oh,
gone.
but they elected it. Yeah, may just be a better dream to maintain your second place.
I think so.
But let's cut the 7-so pair here, which is a bit inefficient.
Can't. Oh.
No, I think Individuals here does want to go for that Mangan Sumo. Doesn't have a chance here.
You get Mangan if you flip the Hatsu.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry, I was not aware of your game. And Kaniko is wanting to extend his lead even more with 3-so Chi moving towards Kanya.
You're not really afraid at this point of losing in the first place, so you lose maybe a bit of
Sananko.
Yeah, Sananko is on the tables here.
That is Tenpai for Washizu, taking the 6-man, 7-man Shanpon. Oh, that will stay in Kaniko's hand for now. Oh, and there is the Sananko. So Chun Sananko.
So the 9-sos are dead. For Sananko, at least.
After Suanko.
Not for Suanko.
Oh, could switch to the 8-pin weight here, which isn't that bad. They could even reach it if they wanted.
Yeah, that's worked out. So, Chun
And you take the run here, that's
Stora.
a flip.
Yeah.
That's a Mangan.
That is a Mangan. That will, as you said, it will flip it. So in the duels, sneaking out of second place at the last moment there. Yeah, Kaneko managing to ride this up to a very comfortable win. And Washizu and Lost My Idea unfortunately coming up short in the Hanchan. So again, we will check to see whether whether Kaneko wants an interview.
How do you get the link of the game on the phone? I don't know if you can.
Someone described this the other day, I thought. I think there is a way. I'm scrolling.
Nice.
Oh no, this was just for finding regular links. Never mind. So yeah, we'll get Kaneko in for an interview here. Let me bring up the... Oh, they're grabbing along this one. Hey, that's a good question.
I think it's someone else from that table.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way, but yeah, search me couldn't tell you how to do it.
Pretty Bobby, hit the right button, then hold down.
That makes sense. Where am I? So Kaneko, yeah, did not deal in throughout that Hanchan, which it was quite a long Hanchan, so that's good in its own right. We're sorry, just waiting on the log and then we'll get Kaneko in for an interview. Bear with us.
Hey, nice. We'll just double check that that's the correct log, but
Yeah.
I assume.
No, it's gonna open in my wrong browser. No.
Yep, that is the correct Hanchan. Yep. Yep, you should have access.
So it looks like they'll be on their phone as well, I imagine. Phone Discord is an experience in its own right. Hello, welcome.
Yeah.
Well, Kaneko, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Any initial thoughts on the game?
I think I get a bit lucky, not gonna lie. Especially those like Hongyizi and Qingyizi hands.
Right, yeah. You can actually hop into Veggie's stream in the channel right now so that you can see
Sure.
some of the hands that we're talking about. I forgot actually what happened at the start. If any, I don't think. Oh, Kaneko did win an 8K at the start.
Yeah. Very quick win with the Dora free.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this
Right.
Dora Sun, I can just use this hand, just make some quick hand, and I just win on those Dora, make the hand bigger.
Yeah, and that's exactly what ended up happening. So that was a quick, easy win. I do sort of want to go straight to the Chinetsu that you were talking about. Obviously, you did have the early Riichi from the dealer opposite you.
Yeah.
So yeah, not much information in the discards, and yeah, I assume your thoughts here was mostly just to play as normal.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let's just play normal, and then, cause like, I was suspecting that he doesn't need the since he discussed Sun Soul, I'm guessing that he doesn't need the Low Soul as well.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah. And then, after he discard the 5, then it becomes like I was thinking like, okay, he discarded 5 the Uso, then Parcel will be safe.
Yep,
Like
that makes
both
sense.
Parcel and Parcel will be safe. So I just discard the Parcel, and then somehow I just keep getting Manzi, and then it becomes a cheat.
Yeah, you got the 1-man pawn from the dealer, and then they immediately dealt in on the 3-man right after, which was really good for you.
That was so lucky.
This is it's lucky. I mean, I think in general when you have these early Riichis, and I mean your hand obviously isn't Chinitsu at this point.
Yeah, it was just I was thinking about just purely ping through it, but like he Riichi, so I was like, okay, let's defend a bit, and then see if I can like enhance my hand a bit further, and then I wasn't expecting the Chinese to happen.
Yeah. No, very, very fortuitous in the end.
Yeah, if we actually just go to when the 5-0 gets discarded, actually.
Next one, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on the 8-0. No.
As in?
Keep scrolling.
Oh, wait, Al5.
I think it's in 2. Yeah, there we go.
Sorry, yep, my mistake.
So obviously here, you would sort of want to drop like the Manzu and go for like a Pinfu Itsu kind of hand.
Yeah.
Where you're just sort of playing it cautiously right now.
Yeah, because like he discarded the 5 soul, and then he didn't discard any of those Manzu, and then at the same time they are not like there isn't much information about his hand at this point. So I decided to go for the safer way, which is discarding the Uso.
Yeah. I mean that's.
So after winning this hand, you're well ahead of everyone else getting that direct hit on first place at the time. But if we go into your last dealership, we're starting with South 4-0.
Yeah.
We did have the Riichi from your Kamicha quite quickly, I believe.
Yeah, it was very early. No? Maybe was it not this one?
No, that should be in 9. There we go. Yep. And then right after, you immediately Tenpai with the Chun Anko. Any consideration to Riichi?
No, since it was Riichi, I was thinking about having a Damaten, and then in this case, if like for example any dangerous tower was strong, I'll be able to defend since it's Riichi and also in the first place. So there's no way from that it makes no sense for me to Riichi and then deal in.
Okay. So your plan, if you drew like I don't know a 6-pin, for example, would you throw the Chuns?
Yeah, then I can throw the Chuns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you actually just immediately ended up winning on the 1-man right afterwards. So you're just picking up points here and there, and that continued throughout.
Yeah, and then
if we go to the next hand, just on the 6-man pawn. On like 10, 12,
Oh, yeah.
11, 11, 12. Yep. So obviously, if this hand just ends, the game will end, and you're most likely going to be first. What was your thoughts on coming on the 6-man?
Since my team was not like in the very top 5 or top 6, I believe.
Mhm.
I just think that okay, let's get more point, and then trying to cover back all the points lost in the previous few games. And then so I decided to be offensive rather than defensive at this point.
All right. Okay. So yeah, even at this point, you're still thinking about just going as long as you can with your leadership then.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we don't have to go through the rest, but you do. It goes to Ryukyoku, you get some points here, and then next hand you do win that Honetsu only, and pick up some more points.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it seems pretty early on, like you cheat here, but is there a Riichi? I can't remember now. I think that was right. No, that wasn't. It just
No.
was it not an opportunity? Wait, I must be misremembering. Sorry. Yeah, but I guess even at this point, then you're still okay. This hand doesn't really have much value outside of the Dora. So you're still happy to try and just get like a quick Tanyao and Renchan and go again.
The thing is, like, my the way I play, that my style is that I defend I'll be both defensive and offensive at the same time, and then I will try to get a hand while being defensive. That's how I play. So I don't go fully into defensive, but I do both. Like I do a bit both.
Right.
So
yeah.
I'll make sure that I can get at least something in my hand that that would not deal into the like any of them, and then at the same time making sure that I can get the tenpai at the end, or even someone might just deal in.
Yeah. Right, that's understandable. On the stream we were talking how like with this point gap, you don't need to really be too much concerned about losing first at this point. So you're pretty much happy to keep going, but yeah, no, what you've said makes complete sense. So yeah, is there anything else, Juice?
No, I guess obviously this is your first time playing in Team League so far. Is this your first game, this league?
In this league?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is my first game in the league.
Oh, first game, first win. How are you finding it so far? I assume you've been following your other teammates' games as well.
Sorry? Oh yeah, I'll wait. Sorry?
Have you been like watching when your other teammates play?
Remember the Chi toy a few weeks ago, and then there was a guy in the YouTube stream screaming Chi toy. Yes, that was me. Yeah.
Very good. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get to see any Chi toys from you this Hanchan, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, probably.
All right, no worries then. Thank you for joining us, Kind of good. Congratulations on your first game and your first win. So definitely a good start for you personally.
Yep, thank you.
Well done. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Alrighty, so with that, we will work into wrapping up tonight's games. We did eventually manage to get the last log with the hard work of Unwise Owl in Discord. Thank you very much. So we can see in the rest of the games tonight, we had a win from Cyber and Hanchan 1 for Tanya Sensation, second for Churro and Potato, third for Machi Machi Club, and fourth for Deluxe Shooters. Elsewhere, table 3, a large win from the Darkness Wanderers of 88 points. A second from Furitan Double Reach, which is positive, which is not anything to be expected when somebody's up that much points. A third for Junkin Palm and a fourth for Kohaku Rangers. That'll unfortunately knock them down a little bit from the top of the table. And in the last game, a win from Sparrow. So going the double here for Ichi Fingers. A second with Tile Dreaming. A third for Geese and a fourth for Pinfu Pals. And that will put the standings after 8 games played at this situation. I'm just going to quickly zoom in a bit if I can remember the key buttons. Here we go. Whoop. There we go. So Tanya Sensation back up top at the end of week 2, followed by Kohaku Rangers. Chitoitsu Bioman in third, as we just saw here with Kaniko. The Darkness Wanderer is in fourth. Tied third. Yeah. A rarity. Did you have to manually calculate the table for that?
Nope.
Or did it pick it up? Oh, I picked it up. That's clever.
Nah, I think I picked it up.
Wonderful. And yeah, Ichi Fingers did a good job of trying to dig themselves out of the hole elsewhere. It's hard to keep track of the ups and downs of every team, unfortunately. But yeah, 1/4 of the game's down at this point.
Yeah, unfortunate for Ron's of Anarchy in this first 2 weeks. Definitely some catching up to do.
Yeah, more than doable though, so not to worry. With that, we will end up the stream here. We thank you for joining us.
And we'll be back next week with another
set of Hanchans.
4 sets of games.
Thank you for joining us. Hope everyone have a good rest of your days or evenings.